Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Rachel, can you make Haley a mod here too? Do I have to do that? What's up? All right, let's see. Ocean Breeze, hi. Danny, hello. Christy, hello. Nikki, hello. Clara, hello. Wide Ride, hello. Ark, hello. Stephanie, hello. Mary, hello. Jamie, hello. Maddie, hello. Evelyn, hello. Eric, hello. Molly, hello. Cats, Anna, Slushy, Laura, Livy, Dark Peppermint, Janie, Lee, Lydia, Wendell, Becky, Shelby, Lely, Lee, Jessica. Oh my God, there's so many of them. This mom is outside. I'd be inside though, for real. Blake, what up? What up? Hi, Sarah. Pumpkin, hello. Luke, what up? Tracy, what up? What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? I got a new phone and forgot to log into my Twitch. All right. The only way for you to make it better is if you actually get that tattoo. All right. Hamster, hello. A bit tired, but good kind of tired. Well, that's good. Evelyn. My sister's name is Evelyn. What's up, Catherine? Hello from Wales. Hello from San Diego. Sunny, San Diego. I am, I swear. All right, I'll believe it when I see it. Let's be real. Let's be real here. How's everyone doing? Hey from the UK. Hey from Ireland. Hi from Ohio. Ohio's not a real place. Let's be real. Almost never catch your streams. Glad I did today. Well, I normally stream on Twitch, but decided to stream on YouTube today. Change it up. You know, why not? It's pronounced San Diego. It stands for whale's vagina, for real. I knew Ohio wasn't real. Hello from Michigan. Hello. Slovenia. Dude, that's dope. How's everyone been doing? Have you tried eating with chopsticks to slow down your eating? No. I eat with chopsticks sometimes, like if I'm eating sushi or stuff that makes sense to eat chopsticks with, but I have... imagine eating cereal with chopsticks. That would be pretty difficult. Some Cheerios. Ohio is real. I be in it every day. It sucks. Ohio is for lovers. True. One Cheerio at a time. You just put it on like it's like a you like put it on the, you know what I mean? It's just like, is Ohio a meme now? Yeah, it is. Hi from Singapore, throwing some Asian flavor in here. Nice. I love Asian flavor. I love the t-shirt. Thank you. Okay, so how's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. What are some things? I haven't streamed on YouTube in a while. Some things I can share with you. So I've been drawing recently. I've recently gotten into it, right? I'm going to show you guys some of my drawings. Get ready to be amazed. So this is my second sketchbook. My first one is almost full, but this is my second one. I've been doing a challenge. I have a Instagram that's for my drawing. So I've been doing a challenge this year of, we'll get into the topic of the video. Okay, I promise. Don't worry. I just want to update y'all. And so I've been doing a challenge where I draw every day. And so some of these drawings are from that challenge. And so I'm going to show them to you. So this is the first page of the sketchbook. I have a character that I draw a lot. He's a space kitty. And so that's him right there. And then there's just, I don't know, the background. Why not, right? And then this is drawing number 2. I like drawing these skulls as well. So that's been fun. Any new skateboard tricks unlocked? No, I haven't been skating as much. I've been drawing. And then number 3, we have Space Kitty one more time. He's waving to y'all. All right. What's Space Kitty's name? I haven't gotten there yet. We don't know yet. I label him. His last name is Purr, as you can see on his name tag. But I don't know what his first name is yet. And then we got this one. This one turned out really well, I feel. This is from a video game. It's called Cult of the Lamb, but I turned him into a cat instead of a lamb. And so I kind of changed up the drawing a little bit. And then this is what I'm working on right now. I started this yesterday. I think I'm going to finish it later today. But we have an astronaut that sadly perished. So I need to color this. But I'm really happy with how the line work came in. I like using, so that what I use for that line, the line work is this It's a brush pen, and so I'm gonna try and show you. I'm not sure if it'll come up on the video, but it's not really a nib. It's more of bristles. Let's see. How do I? It's like bristles, so it's not like a nib, and so it's like a brush, and so that's what I use for the lining. I just really like how it looks. And so I've been doing a lot of drawing. I play video games as well. And then I'll show you, I made some shoes that I wear to the gym recently, that I really like. So I made these. This one is not great. This one turned out better. But yeah, so I made those, and then I have another pair of shoes, as you can see right there, that I'm going to color in at some point once I get a little bit more confident, because I don't love how this came out. It came out okay. I mean, as for my first try, I'm happy with it, but there's definitely some things I can improve on. And so, yeah. So I've been drawing for 3 months, I think. 3 months is that's been my new hyperfixation, has been drawing. And so that's what I've been up to. Drawing, and then working out and doing my thing. My lettering business, this is my jam. Can I send you some old school supplies that you might enjoy? Sure. I mean, yeah. What are my thoughts on Andrew Tate? I'm not a fan at all. I hope he stays in jail. Maybe we could also make printed tees. I don't know. I like the shoes thing because it's canvas and I have like the materials for that. Printed shirts is kind of a whole nother thing. Yeah. So. First time I catch your stream, lucky me. What's up, Vanessa? Why is that? I'm not going to get into it. I think if you know anything about him and you know anything about me, you know why I don't like him. Dun, 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 dun. They're siblings, not twins. True. True. How are you guys doing? How's the new year treating you? Are you sticking to your goals or what? I updated my phone last night and I didn't realize it was going to change like the clock, and it like freaked me out. So this is what it looks like now, right? And this is from an artist that I really like. Her name's Ninja Joe Art, but it freaked me out, and I was like, whoa, what the heck? I tried F35 for the first time today. It was pretty fun. Oh, nice. I liked your recent video reacting to Megan reacting. Yeah. Dude, when I had known about that video for a long time, right? Did I title it wrong? Oh, well. Vibes, you know? I'll fix it in post. But I'd known about the video for a long time. I had been tagged on TikTok like a ton of times. I actually left a comment on the video. And then when I went to I was like live, had just went live and I was like, all right, let me get this link to the video. And you know, that's what we're going to do today. And then it was gone. And I was like, frick, dude, you'll change the title for sure. Thank you, Rachel. And luckily Megan had uploaded a video on it, and I was like, you know what? One, I like Megan, so might as well, we can shout Megan out, but then I'm sadly, I kind of have to use her, but she was cool with that. I talked to her and stuff, and she's totally cool. And so it's a win-win, you know, boosts her channel. The video's doing well, which is nice. Yo, this is I probably shouldn't share this, but this is, good news. For the first time, I noticed for the first time in what would you say, Rachel? 9 months, close to a year, where I'm actually gaining subs and not losing them. So that's a W. You know what I mean? That's a W. We'll take it. If you don't want weight loss as a goal, maintaining is a forever goal. You could work on some other fitness related goal. Yeah. I need to improve in that. What's especially the message that as a man should improve all aspects to be the best version. Take care of your people. Bro, if that's what you get from it, that's great. But there's a lot of other stuff that I disagree with him on. Hang out with your girlfriend more, not the typical New Year's resolution, but I love hanging out and living with my friends after 130 pounds. Nice. A win is a win. True, true. I worked out every day so far this year. I hate it, trying to get motivated for today's workout. I mean, if you hate it, do you see yourself sticking to that? I would try and find something that you enjoy, at least a little bit. Like, at least a little bit, you know? Because I don't think that that's really super, you know, sustainable. Current favorite video game right now? I mean, I've been playing a lot of Valorant. I recently beat the new God of War, which was really fun. I beat, let's see, what else did I play last year? Last year I played Jedi Fallen Order, which I really liked. I played Elden Ring, which is my favorite game of the year. It was so freaking hard though. I played Celeste, which I really liked. I played Tunic, which I really liked. I played last year, the year before, I played Metroid Dread, which was really good. Yeah. You weight loss down the drain. How do you stay on top of your weight loss goals with YouTube? Is it easier because you don't do mukbangs? I mean, of course it's easier. Of course it's easier that I don't do mukbangs. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if I did mukbangs, I don't think I would be able to, I don't think I'd be able to lose weight or stick to, it'd be too hard, right? If I'm doing mukbangs where I'm eating 7,000 calories in a meal, like, you know, there's a reason why I don't even like doing full day of eatings, because I don't want to eat on camera. It's freaking weird, bro. What YouTubers do I watch besides Amberlynn? Honestly, I don't even really watch Amberlynn that much. I wait until people send me videos. I watch like Valorant videos right now, art videos. I don't really watch any fitness content. It's just not interesting to me. I have been doing this for so long. And it's just, I have no interest really, if I'm being honest, in like watching fitness content. Yeah, so I don't really watch anything that's like fitness related. Carlos, he is in jail right now for human trafficking. All right. I don't know, man. Any good skate videos you have found? I haven't really been skating much, to be honest. Yeah, I only have so much time, and you know, I'm 30 now, and bro, when I fall, it hurts. And so, yeah. Do I think the market is too saturated for anyone to become a fitness influencer? No, I mean, I think that that's always going to be, I don't want to say an excuse. It's a true thing, right? Like, it's a, yeah, I'm 30. It's a true thing that it is like saturated. There's a lot of people that do it, but I mean, okay. I mean, if that stops you from doing it, then you are never going to probably be successful. You know, and that might sound harsh, but I think if you let that be the reason why you don't try, then you can say like that. You can say that to anyone that say like they want to be a professional athlete, or they want to be a, you know, an actor or a songwriter or singer. You could be like, well, there's so many people that want to do that. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but like if it's something that you want to do, you just do it, right? I'm 50. Why not get the extra skin removed? It's just not something I want to do. I submitted my graduate school application today. School psychology to help kids. Very nice. You look young for 50. No, I'm not 50. I'm 30. I'm 30 years young, all right? And I know my hair right now, okay, it looks like I'm 12, but it's because I'm growing it out, and there's just like, there's only so much I can do with it. If I try and like, whenever I like, the reason I do it like this is because if I take my beanie off, right? Like I go to the gym later, I can just take my beanie off and my hair doesn't look that crazy. But if I like try and like slick my hair back, right? And then put the beanie on so you don't see the bangs, my hair looks crazy. if I take the beanie off. And so this makes it easier to like, I think this looks fine, but then if I take the beanie off, it looks okay. It doesn't look great, but like it doesn't look insane. So that's why I do this. What's up, Toxic Wolf? Hi, I was just watching your videos. Nice. I got one more of them wigs. Yep. Good to see you, bro. Thanks, Childs. What was the breaking point motivation that finally made you make the change in your life to lose weight where you are now? Also, it keeps you motivated every day. Woof. That's a lot. I've made a ton of videos about my click moment. Basically, I was, I just wanted to, it's a long story, but like, if you're really, really curious about that, I have videos on it. As far as, I think what's a more interesting question is what keeps me motivated now, because I feel like that's more helpful than me rehashing my story that I've told a million times. I think for me, what keeps me motivated now, like I would say, if I'm being completely honest, having a YouTube channel and like having people follow and the fact that people are motivated by me, that definitely helps. Would I recommend that people start a YouTube channel and Instagram so they can have that motivation? Probably not, because there's a lot of negatives that come from people following you and like having these expectations that are placed on you. But luckily, I would say, I enjoy the life that I live, right? As far as like working out, we were talking earlier, someone was talking about how they're working out and they hate it every day, right? I don't hate working out. I love it. It literally is, a lot of times, most days, it's the thing I'm looking most forward to, right? Unless there's something that I have going on that's like, I'm really excited about. For the most part, working out is one of my favorite parts of the day. I love it. I really enjoy working out. And then as far as eating well, it's not like I don't struggle with eating the foods that I eat, because it's literally like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like I eat those foods, and like a lot of people, I recently put up a short, which maybe I'll do more of them. I don't know. I recently put up a short where I showed what I was eating, right? And people were like, don't you get bored? Because I eat the same stuff every day, right? For the most part. Like later, after this stream, I'm going to have chips and a sandwich. That's what I've had every day this week so far, right? And then for dinner, I'm going to have stir fry. I've had that every day this week so far, right? I like it. I don't know. And people are like, I could never do that. All right. I mean, fair. I'm not telling you that you have to, you know, like, but for me, I like that. I'm not thinking to myself, oh God, I have to eat a sandwich and chips. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to eat a sandwich and chips. Like, I think for me, yeah, people say it's like a neurodivergent thing, like, because I have ADHD. Maybe, I think for me, it's just, having less decisions that I have to make daily helps me. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like, that's just what I do. I don't know. And I'm lazy, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. Are you comfortable with what you eat? You are comfortable with what you eat. It's fine. Easy to fix it. It works for you. Yeah. You do you. Loving me some rice lately, and eating high protein has been a really big help with my diet. Yeah, 100%. Did I always love working out? I mean, not at the start, but like I didn't have like it really wasn't that difficult for me to start. Like, as far as, I think, like, I don't know, there could be a difference because obviously you're a woman, I'm a man, and I think, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to make generalizations, but like for me, I think like like I said, I have ADHD and I get hyper focused on things. Like I showed you guys my drawings and the art stuff that I'm doing. That's a hyper fixation right now. And I hope it lasts, and I hope it's something that I stick to for a long time. But sometimes I just fall off, like skateboarding, right? People have been asking about skating. I haven't been skating. I fell off, right? And I think with weight loss, part of it was that hyperfixation. I became hyperfixated on it, right? And I was just like, once I saw results, like, I wasn't someone that lost weight a bunch of times and then finally stuck to it. Like, I had tried to lose weight my entire life, but I was literally so, I was always so, I literally wouldn't even lose like 10 pounds. You know, I was so bad at it. Like I would lose like 5 pounds and then give up. So this time, you know, this most recent time, you know, when I was 20, I'm 30 now, so it's been 10 years, right? But once I saw the results and like I saw that I could do it, for me, right? This is just for me. I'm not saying this is going to be for you. Everybody is different, right? But once I saw for me that I could do it, I mean, it was just like, yeah, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay, I can do it. I can do this. I like genuinely thought it wasn't possible for me for like most of my life, right? I had tried so many times and failed so horribly. And so once I saw that it was possible, you know, I'd lost 20 pounds, 30, it was 50 was the number. Once I saw that I lost 50 pounds, I was like, dude, bro, I got this. Like, I was just like, this is happening. And it was like, I just knew. I was like, this is happening. This is it. Like, it's going to happen. It's not like, oh, I hope it happens. It's like, nah, just keep doing what you're doing and it's going to happen, dog. I just remember thinking that and being like, all right, let's go. Like, bet, I got this. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on OMAD? So OMAD is 1 meal a day. If it works for you, it works for you. I would say be careful, especially if you don't know about your blood sugar and like how it might affect you, because I know people that it really affected negatively. So just be careful. But if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. If it helps you stay in a deficit, then that's fine. But just be careful. Rigid creature habit. If I want to be consistent doing something, I have to white knuckle it in my routine until it becomes part of it. It's almost like the definition of insanity, trying again and again, expecting a different result. But the real difference is when you change what you do the next time until it works for you. I'm 4 months post-op, gastric sleeve, lost 70 pounds. It's been hard. I still have to get into the gym. Do it, Nikki. Very important, I think, personally, especially if you get weight loss surgery. Nowadays, everyone wants fast results when it comes to everything. That's why people don't understand the concept of working out. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, I think. And then especially like something I've noticed with, we're going to get into the video soon, I promise. I'm not going to make you guys wait forever. I just don't want to like get straight into it. I want to make sure people like have time to come in. But I think it's funny because a lot of people that lose weight, they like start working out and they expect to see these results really quickly. But like, this might sound crazy, right? But I think that if you are losing weight is fast compared to gaining muscle. Gaining muscle takes a very, 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 very long time, right? I've been lifting for like 10 years, right? 8 years, like really seriously. And I've probably put on like maybe 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, maybe, right? Think about that. 8 years seriously lifting, 10 years working out, 20 pounds, maybe. Right? Think about how fat you can lose 20 pounds in a couple months, right? Depending on how large you are. And so it is very, 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 very slow compared to losing weight. And I think it's important. People don't realize that, you know? Losing weight is like MMOs. It takes time. Gaining muscle is much slower. It's much harder to see results after the first newbie gains. Yeah. How do you get past plateaus? For the most part, plateaus, you have to understand, like when we're talking about plateaus, you have to understand that like there is a reason for it. I think a lot of us, when we think about a plateau, we're like, oh, I am completely out of, I have no control over this, right? This plateau is out of my control. That's not true. Almost always it's not true, right? There's almost always a reason why you're plateauing. Whether or not it's on purpose or a lot of times people are tracking and they think they're eating, let's say 2,000 calories. Let's just use an arbitrary number. They think they're eating 2,000 calories, but they're not realizing that they're mistracking some things and they're actually eating 2,500 or 2,400 or whatever it might be, right? And that's like completely out of your control. You don't know. And then sometimes, I know this might sound crazy and people will be like, no one would do that. But I'm telling you, people do this. They will tell themselves, oh, I'm doing really well. And they'll do well for like 4-5 days out of the week. But they'll have 2 days where they kind of just go off and do what they want, or don't really track, or don't really worry too much about stuff. And they don't realize how much like damage, I don't like calling it like that, but like how much that those 2 days of being off track can literally like, that can ruin the whole week. I know it sounds harsh, but it's just true. It's just true. Skip breakfast, not lunch, in my honest opinion. Lifting PR plateaus and weight loss plateaus are completely different. Yeah, 100%. Can you do a video about loose skin that's less obvious for those who starve themselves because they can't realize that's why their belly isn't flat? I mean, I'm not sure how much I could help there because my loose skin is very obvious. So I've never had that issue. Free days, as some call it. A lot of people eat back calories they think they lost via fitness tracker. Yeah, I think like if you are trying to lose weight, I don't recommend trying to track the amount of calories you burn during exercise. It's just not worth your time, in my opinion. What's some positives and negatives you had from making content? Positives and negatives. So, I mean, there's a lot. Positives is, I mean, obviously the community. That's a negative too sometimes, but community, obviously it's completely changed my life. Like I'm able to do this for a job, right? You know, I'm a filthy no job having YouTuber. I've been able to make a life for myself that I would have never been able to do, which is like, I cannot state how incredible that is. Okay. Like I want to make that clear how incredible that is, but the negatives are, and that's a huge that is a positive that overshadows all the negatives. I want to make that clear. Okay. So like any of these negatives I bring up, they still don't hold a candle to the positives. Okay. So I want to make that clear. Okay. I'm just saying the negatives are, the community, like I brought up as a positive. It also is a negative. People can get very weird. I used to, like, I've been in a few relationships and like, I'll have people being like, I can't believe you've been in that many relationships. Like, dude, I've been in 4 relationships my entire life and I'm 30 years old. Like, how is that many, right? People will get really weird about that. So I don't share that stuff anymore. There obviously like people can get they can just get really like worried about stuff. And then as far as negatives, like people will start to like say, if I am not at the leanest that I've ever been, people will comment like, dude, you're gaining weight. And it's like, dude, would you ever say that about just some random person? Like, no, right? Especially if you don't know them, you wouldn't say that, but like you deal with that. Right. And that's why I'm always like, if you are someone that is going to lose weight and you're like, I want to make a YouTube channel about this to have people like hold me accountable, be careful because people will. And I think we've all seen how that goes, right? Like it can get rough. It can get rough. Like losing weight is already difficult enough, right? And adding on to that, people like, yeah, it just is. A lot of loose skin carries 100 pounds, hundreds of yards of capillaries and veins that make your heart work harder than it needs to all the time. It's okay. I'm used to meeting people where I live. It's so weird to me that YouTube social media is a job where people honestly tell you to unlife yourself every day. Luckily, I haven't dealt with that too much. I've had a few of those types of threats, but for the most part, like I would say that I'm relatively lucky. I deal with, you know, trolls and stuff like, but I would say it's a pretty normal amount. Like it's not over the top, I'd say. So I feel like I'm pretty lucky with the amount that I deal with, you know. It's one of those things that just is what it is. What they don't know is John is also a troll. That's true. That's very true. I am. But I'm not a mean troll. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a mean troll. I like to mess around. My highest rate was, I would say 360, but I didn't like weigh myself at that weight. I had lost a little bit of weight and I was like, oh, I probably lost about 30 pounds. So I was probably because I think I weighed 330 when I first weighed myself. So I was like, oh, 360. But I probably was actually heavier than that, if I'm being completely honest. But I always say 360. Internet is 50% trolls at least. Have you ever had a stalker? I don't think so. I've had people that can be kind of weird. Yeah, Rachel is a stalker. Rachel, can you send me the video? Por favor. Gracias. How are you 30? I've seen you were 23. I was 16, 17, turned 23 months ago. Damn, we're getting old, guys. True. Thought about making content outside of fitness, like video games. Yeah, I mean, I have my second channel where I I uploaded some Valorant videos, and I think it'd be fun, but it's just hard. Like, I mean, yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun, but it just has to make sense. Like, it's a lot of work, and especially if there's no return, it's just hard to continue to do it, you know? If you didn't have weight loss channel, no weight workout content, what would you do? I mean, I probably wouldn't have a channel. For stomach, I'd say the average man usually needs 15-ish% body fat or possibly less to be visible in most lights. For arms, it just depends. It really depends on the person where you carry your fat. Like, everyone carries it differently. Some people can see abs at 30% body fat. It really just depends. It's so weird watching a live on YouTube. Yeah, I just like to try it out and see what's different, see what's up. You know what I mean? Why not? Like this live, Rachel says. Do it so she doesn't fire me, you know? I should check that second channel out. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while. Maybe I'll post more. I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Valorant. You ever want to quit YouTube/social? What is my max bench? The most I've ever benched is 315. About to make Twitch. It's a good hangout time. I'm telling y'all. All right, let me cue this video up. Thank you, Rachel, by the way. Bum, bum, bum.
Look at that. My gaming chair lights up.
That's weird. It just went to the. I got it. It's fine. It like went to the channel page and not the video. Whatever. It's weird. It's all good now. We're chilling. We're chilling like a villain. What kind of phone do I have? iPhone 13, I think. 13 Pro. All right, let's get into this video. You don't want me to record, right? You said we're just going to upload this? I'm on a weight loss journey and you inspire me. Well, thank you. Let's go. YouTube live crowd seems a lot tamer than the Twitch crowd. Yes. I quit Twitter. I was chronological adults with seventh grade intellect. We'll just upload. All right, cool. All right, so today we're going to be talking about a video that was uploaded recently. This is actually a really, really cool. So my producer, Rachel, who I work with pretty closely, is a huge fan of this YouTuber and this channel. And so the fact that they ended up making a video about one of our videos was really cool for her. And then in turn was actually really cool for me because it was cool to see her so excited, and the video in general was just really cool to watch. I feel like there was a lot of cool insights, and it was just funny as well. And so the title of the video we're going to be talking about is called Jesus Doesn't Like Fat People. So if you've watched one of my recent videos, it was talking about how there's this guy that tweeted out, like, if you're fat, you're basically going to hell, right? We'll get in more into it, but the YouTuber that made this video, his name is Cinnamon Toast Ken. He does a lot of like reaction type of content. And so let's just get into it. All right. So this is the video right here.
Is obesity a sin? That's what we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to be watching a channel to discuss this called Obese to Beast. Now, this is a channel that my wife watches quite a lot. I hear his voice all the time coming from her phone, and he talks a lot about weight loss and a lot about health. And he used to be obese, and now he's a beast.
Hell yeah!
Aside from the weight loss stuff, he also talks about his own experiences with it, and like the excess skin, all that stuff. And it's got a lot of good stuff. And Mary sent this video of his to me, and she said
shout out to Mary. If you're watching this, you're a real one.
Should watch it and discuss along with him. So that's what we're going to do. Check out the description below if you want to check out Obese to Beast. If you want to check out this video, it'll be down there. And do you think obesity is a sin, Dane? Do you think it is a sin? Are you going to hell?
A sin?
Because you're obese?
Definitely not. You can't. How can you? How can you?
You won't fit. That's what I'm saying.
You get to eat all that wonderful food. That's kind of like heaven. You know?
Heaven on earth.
You won't fit.
Baby.
Forget about it.
There's a weight limit in heaven, y'all. I'm sorry. Today we are going to be talking about a tweet.
Does he got the nose piercing things?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just been so long since I've seen like somebody have them. You know?
It's
been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
Actually,
like a
now that I think
throwback.
about it, yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time either. Now that I'm thinking about
Like
it.
his logo kind of reminds me of All That from Nickelodeon. You know? Like,
That's a great show.
yeah, it was.
It does look like that. Also, I don't know. These piercings, I woke up one day and they were just here, you know? So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. The tweet goes on to say, obesity is sinful. Sure, there are unique biological exceptions, but for the vast majority of people, obesity is gluttony, self-obsession, and a serious and sinful lack of self-control. If you're a Christian and also obese, it's something you must confront and overcome.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look, as being from the South, whenever you go to church, they usually skip over this one, because the old pastor's trying to get that offering plate to fill up when he's out there, fat shaming everyone. He ain't getting it.
That's right. That's right.
He's calling out the entire congregation.
You don't want that big old building for just you and, another guy. You know what I mean? Like,
So basically, headline is they have some, I think, really good insights. It's clear that they probably grew up similar to me as far as like being a part of the church, like growing up and stuff, because it's clear that they have a lot of insights into that culture, which if you're like, especially people that aren't American, this type of culture is very confusing to them. They're like, I don't understand what this is like, but it is very real. And especially in the South, it's like incredibly prevalent, right? And so it's clear that they were part of that at one point in their lives. Being obese is a sin and you are going to hell.
I mean, he's probably going to talk about all this, but the first thing that comes to my mind when someone says this is not actually the fact that you're fat is what sends you to hell. It's the like all the stuff like religious is usually tied to like how you live your life and like your quality of life and how you affect other people around you. And I think a lot of them, like the 7 deadly sins or whatever, are all kind of tied into like lack of self-control and in a lot of cases hurting people around you. And obesity specifically would be the lack of self-control. And then also for the other one is also for consideration of those around you. Like if you're keeping everything to yourself and you're eating and you're getting fat, and then like there's needy people and stuff like that. I think that's usually kind of where the religion stuff kind of like goes. But yeah. That's where my head goes first. But anyway, let's see what he says.
Serious question. If a person is obese and seems content with that state, do you think that is enough? Dog, I will say one thing watching these videos, because I don't like to watch my videos back very much. I hate watching myself trying to read stuff. Bro, it's so... I make so many mistakes. It's so annoying. To exclude from salvation, even if there seems to be real faith in Jesus.
I was just kind of thinking about this too. Like if you're fat, and then if you're a Protestant Christian, you ask for forgiveness, right? Sorry, I'm fat. But then then they go do it again, right? And they have to ask for forgiveness again. But what if you say you're sorry that you're fat, then you're still fat? Can you ever get forgiven? Oh my gosh.
Obesity is a medical condition. It may or may not have anything to do with gluttony, self-obsession, or lack of self-control. So just for context, what I'm reading here is a response to those tweets, right? So this is someone different, not the same person, responding to the tweets that this person made. I just want to make that clear. Gluttony is sin because gluttony is avarice. I'm too stupid to know what that word means.
I don't know what that word means either. I love rice and I love avocado. So together though, but I don't think so.
Or not. It results in obesity. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
The other thing I think about is like when all these things were like back in the day, whenever religion was magically created or whatever, however you want to word it. Sorry. It was different times. Like food wasn't just so readily available. You couldn't just go down to your supermarket and get everything you wanted. It's not right. Even the concept of it is different. Then, yeah, sure. People had like medical conditions and would gain weight, but like it.
Someone in chat said, Everrice is a hardship, something to overcome. Thank you.
No, you had to go.
It wasn't processed food either.
Yeah, and you had to go like work to get fed, and stuff like that. And so if you take that and then apply it to today's standards of everything, then it becomes a bigger topic. But if you go back, thousands of years, and people have like everything they're going to eat is like stuck in a closet in their house, and they have to like make sure they have enough to survive the winter and everything. Obesity becomes like a whole completely different thing. Like if someone's fat, then god dang, how did they get that way? There had to be something.
This is a good point, right? Like when a lot of this stuff was written, it was a long, long time ago, right? And it was literally probably difficult to be really, really large because there wasn't cars, you walked everywhere, you weren't going to McDonald's, right? Like you had to find all the food that you were eating, you had to figure it out, right? And so I think that's a good point.
And like crazy happening, right? At least that's what I think.
Right. If the foods were better, how much more of the better foods were you eating to get like that?
Mm-hmm. Or if you're like,
so
I can see why it's considered like to be a focus on selfishness because it just wasn't so. Anyway, yeah. You get what I'm saying, right?
Why am I even bringing this up? Well, okay, so there's a couple of reasons. One, hey, guess what? I used to be obese, right? That's one reason. Two,
I still am. Yeah, okay.
Guilty.
Yep.
Was very, very, very involved in the church when I was younger.
Hey, you know what, man?
Also guilty.
Yeah, guilty. Yeah, guilty. All right. I guess this is why Mary wanted us to watch the video.
I am now a terrible sinner. I'm going to hell because I am not,
Guilty.
When I was in high school, I was the vice president of the Christian club. Like, it was a huge part of my life.
He was the VP? Look out.
Dang.
Right. Well, I mean, look, man. Like
I was the VP. I didn't do really anything, if I'm being completely honest. But I was the VP. You can look in the yearbook, all right?
Said back like the old Southern Baptists, all the Southern churches talking about obesity. Dude, that's literally most
the whole
people.
congregation.
Yes, what I'm saying, right?
And the choir.
He just put everybody up playing the choir. Pastor himself up there, like, glory.
And I remember my mom told me this story where they were having a sermon and they were kind of talking about obesity and
very brave pastor. Okay, very brave. Okay, all right.
And it made her feel so bad because she felt like she was causing me to sin. My mom is still a Christian. It's still a very big deal to her, but she felt like really, really bad because she felt basically that she was causing me to sin and that she was like causing me to go to hell, right?
Dang. Imagine hearing your mom say that to you. It's like, by the way, I felt bad because you're so fat. Like, whoa, mom.
I'm sorry for condemning you, son. I bought you food.
Bought you food. Now you're going to hell.
No, I mean, like, so for me, I was growing up, like, I don't know how many of you guys can relate to this, how many of you guys had this, but like my mom felt incredibly guilty, right, about my size. Like, she felt like it was her fault, right? And to an extent, part of it, like, let's be real, I didn't have the options to, I love my mom, but she just didn't know what she was doing, right? I grew up very, very poor, and so that plays into it as well. But she had so much guilt, and like she felt so bad about the size that I was. Like, she told me a story once. Obviously, this was after I had lost the weight, and so she felt comfortable telling me this story. But she used to like walk by my room and she would look at me on the bed and she would see me under the covers and she would just see what she said, like just this huge like mass on my bed. That was me. And she would just start crying sometimes because she felt like, how long is he going to be around? Like, what have I done to him? How much is he missing out on because of his size? Right. And so like genuinely, this might sound super like I'm full of myself, but one of the biggest gifts I could have given my mom, who I love very much, was losing the weight, because it took this incredible guilt that she had off of her shoulders, right? And so it's something that I'm actually very, very happy with. And, I'm glad that I was able to do that for her. Obviously for me more so, but like I'm glad that I was able to do it for her, right? But I had times where I had leaders make me feel bad for my weight and feel like they were justified because in the Bible it says, right?
Oh,
so the story about this, one of the worst times that I had this happen was when I was in junior high, I believe, either late junior high or early high school. I still cannot believe this happened, okay? I told this on one of my streams earlier, but we were at some sort of small group, just messing around as kids do, just doing stuff, like having fun. And someone dropped like papers or something, like maybe I dropped papers or someone dropped papers. There were papers on the ground, and one of the leaders was like, "John, hey, go pick that up." And I was like, "No," right? Being a little crappy kid, you know, just whatever, right? And he was like, I know it's probably hard for you to bend down, but you need to pick that up right now, right? And I was just like, bro, again, like maybe I should have picked it up. Yes, okay. But it was just, and again, this was in front of people that heard it, that were like, you know what I mean? Like when kids hear that, they're gonna be like, oh, right? And they did that. And I was just like, bro, when I tell you my heart just broke, like I literally, so I walked away. I didn't say anything to him. I went into another part of the church and there's like couches, and I went and I just like laid on one of the couches and put my head down. And then of course he like felt bad. So he ended up finding me, and he was like straight up, like I felt like he was like straight up gaslighting me, right? Because he like sat down and he was like, John, hey man, that wasn't cool. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And I just didn't say anything, because like one thing about me is like whenever something like that happens to me, I like shut down. I'm not good at confronting stuff. So I just shut down. And so he was like, bro, are you asleep? Like, are you in comatose? Like, what's going on? And then eventually he found out I'm not going to talk to you, right? And he got so mad at me. He was like, dude, come on, bro, get over it. Like, because I wouldn't tell him that it was okay, he was like mad at me, right? For being hurt about the thing that he said. Bro, it's just something I will remember for the rest of my life. Like, truly, it was just so not cool, right? But moving on.
Yeah. There's a lot of the Bible says that I can make you feel bad because it's a sin. And then you slap back and, well, yeah, this is your third marriage too, buddy, so shut up.
Right, exactly.
The amount of people in America that struggle with gluttony that isn't related to food, that's related to consumerism, having more than you need. That is something that is almost never talked about in church.
Well, that's because our entire economy is based off us being gluttons. Whoa, hold up there. You're going to crash the markets. we got to buy more,
right.
Okay? Consumerism. Hold up.
And again, this is kind of off topic, but a lot of times the reason that stuff isn't brought up is because churches, they are funded by the congregation, but a lot of times they are funded by the rich in the congregation.
That's right. You got to pay your tithes, all right?
Keep them from being rich, you know, exactly.
You got to pay them tithes to your church. Like old dude said, get them tithes in that church.
You get that tithe in that church.
We keep giving, all right? And then you got to have the
Pass
sermon.
the plate around twice.
Give, you got to give. You know, God hates a thief, or whatever they always say whenever they do the sermon about tithes and how you got to pay them.
Yeah, you a thief if you don't give me your money.
Exactly. God,
Yay.
you know the one.
And then he's driving around in that big, in that Escalade.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
It's going to make those people that have a lot of money feel bad. And the thing is that people usually don't just, oh, you know what? You're right. I need to do better. They're just like, all right, I'm changing churches, right?
Yes. I didn't like what
We'll
he
go to the
said
one that
about
doesn't say that to me.
my personal values and what the scripture says. I'm changing churches. I didn't like that. I'll find another one. I'll find one that matches what I think it should be.
Yeah, where we grew up, it's just down the road anyway. So, you know,
Yeah, just go to the one that's
there's
closest
15
to
in
you.
the area.
That's true. Yeah, dude, like right in the middle of town, there's like 8 churches like on one block. Yeah. They're all the same book, but different takes on it.
Dude, the amount of times, like, it's just clear that they know exactly what I'm talking about. They were in it like I was. Like, the amount of times, like, I've had conversations of people being like, oh yeah, I stopped going there because I didn't like what he said about this, or like he made me feel bad about this, or like blah 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 blah, right? I don't know, it's just funny.
Oh my gosh. I had a friend back in the States that went to the what they call it, preacher church, where you go to learn to be a pastor, right?
Yeah.
One of the classes, he said this is why he quit, actually. One of the classes was how to increase the amount of money that you get from your congregation. Mm-hmm. Like, it was literally a class of how to get more money, how to milk it, how to how to speak in a certain way, how to bring up certain topics, how to like get to people to get them to do that, right? And I was just, and he was like, and then after that, went to that class and heard that, I quit. And I was like, oh, interesting. It's a job, you gotta get that money.
Okay, kind of a tangent, but there is a lot that goes into why someone would be obese that isn't just eating too much, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of. I'm going a whole nother tangent. Let's keep watching. Yeah, good point.
Doing something that you're intentionally doing this, like that's the worst kind of sin, right? Instead of like, oh yeah, I messed up, you know, I had a moment of weakness or whatever. But like if you're choosing,
if you choose to do it, oh boy.
I thought the whole lukewarm thing was the worst.
Yeah, spew from my mouth if you're lukewarm.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. It does. I mean, it happens a lot. Like you choose to do it, and so even if it's something that happens unintentionally, you messed up or something, then people in the congregation will still like be like, you chose to do this, and like, you know, God, I'm just thinking about like the church drama. I've talked about this before.
Yep.
But just like the behind the scenes church drama is ridiculous, so ridiculous. Because my parents like were like part of like the people in the church like that ran it or whatever, and they were like we're changing churches because these people are insane. We're getting out of here.
are you saying I should have to reach a certain weight before I'd no longer be in sin? I'm not in the kingdom till I drop weight. I'm assuming your church offers classes on nutrition. Do you have a trainer on staff?
What church do they go to where they got a fitness instructor? What? Huh?
Yeah.
A nutrition class? Huh?
Nah, she's calling them out, man, because you know there's those like insulin resistance and all of those things, right? That can be helped through diets. You know, he's like, yo, you can't just point the finger and say you're going to hell for overeating. He's like, well, but you're also not offering the solution here, unless it's pray or give me your money, you know.
Oh, what it says. This is what I think is a bigger issue than just in the church, but I think that is a good point, right? Like if you're gonna make these claims, or like say if your church is gonna make these claims, but then they don't offer any help to the people that might be struggling, then what are you actually doing, right? Other than just saying you're fat. This is what I struggle with when people are just like, oh, you're fat, lose weight. How? Just figure it out. It's like, dude, if you really care about people that are struggling with their weight, let's figure out something that's going to help. Okay, let's figure out something that's going to help. Just saying eat less, move more. That obviously, again, am I saying that that's wrong? No, I'm not saying that that's wrong. But if the goal is to be right, then congratulations, you're right. Okay, now what? If the goal is to help, clearly that isn't working. Okay, which I get into in this video, but it's like that's what I care about. You can be right all you want, but if that's not helping people change, then I don't care. Like, I don't care that you're right. There's more to it than that, right? There's more to it. On a practical level, it tells me I'm not acceptable until I reach a certain weight. It tells me I'm less than when it comes to my pursuit of holiness. It tells people with higher metabolism. Okay, this we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So a lot of that stuff I agree with, right? With the metabolism, the reason that I was like, is because for a lot of us, and again, that might just be a lack of knowledge on their part. That doesn't make them stupid, just ignorant to the.
No, listen, I mean, about the ignorance, you're talking about, like I said, when I went to church as a kid, I wouldn't say that anyone was a genius.
No.
Harry Potter and Pokemon were the devil at one point, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just say they're not very professional in anything. They're not. I wouldn't say they're very educated at all.
I was gonna say, like, I even went to church, and one of the pastors went to prison for fraud. And it just it puts that
these are just people.
Wow. The scams continue.
It's like a similar thing to like when you're a kid and you think that adults are like, they know everything and they're like they are the ultimate beings, right? Like they have all the answers and they're invincible, or like your parents or whatever. And then same thing goes for like your pastor and everything. You're like, oh, they must really know what they're talking about and all this. But then, yeah, it's like when you're older, you just look around and go, good Lord.
Right.
I used to respect you, and now I've read your social media, and oh my God. Anyway, I'm getting off topic again. Sorry, I just keep thinking about just going to church as a kid and thinking about it as an adult now.
To an extent, and I want to make this clear, to an extent, someone that is overweight, you have to take some personal responsibility, but clearly just telling fat people to stop being fat, and now stop being fat or you're going to hell, brother. It ain't working.
It ain't working.
Didn't work.
I was making that tweet. I'm about to make so many people skinny. Here we go. Oh yeah, you're going to hell. And they're like, oh, I'm cured. You fixed my
You did it.
My binge eating disorder's gone now. Thank you. Appreciate that. Have I told you about the medicine I'm taking now? What was it called again? Phentermine?
Phentermine.
Phentermine. Yeah, I've been taking I went to the doctor and I was like, look, I've been trying to lose weight for years now, and the entire time I just feel like I'm suffering, like I'm just hungry. And they were like, well, we can't give you the needle thing that makes you not hungry, but we do have.
So what he's talking about there is like Ozempic, right? The different types of semaglutide. That's what he's talking. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about there. So for whatever reason he can't get that, so he's taking some sort of like, oral type beat.
This pill, right? And they gave me like, so it's gives you it gives you energy. It's got these side effects, blah blah blah. But it's been great. It's been fantastic. Like I still know when I'm like actually hungry, but like the craving all the time is like greatly dulled, and I'm just like, thank you. And I've lost like 10 pounds already, so it's going great. Yeah, it's going good.
That's pretty good.
Yup. Now that I've been taking it and I can like feel how I am without all like the normal cravings that I have, or like late at night when I just like want to eat everything in the house. I actually can feel what it feels like to be a normal person with a normal relationship with food. And so even I think when I get off of it, I'll be able to think about how I feel now, and it'll help me in the future. I'm hoping, as long as I can just.
You got this.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like the dopamine or whatever, but yeah, it's like I would say that I have a food addiction for sure.
The thing is,
I think a lot of that too is, I think a lot of it is, it's obviously like there's stuff going on, like you're taking a medicine or you're taking, you're doing injections. Like there's stuff that's happening that is literally changing in your body. But I think a big part of it is you believe like you have something that is helping you, right? It's called the, dude, I'm freaking blanking on the term. I don't know. Someone in chat, tell me what I'm trying to think of. But like you believe that it's working, so therefore, placebo. You believe that it's working, so therefore you are doing the things that you probably need to do, right? Thank you guys, I appreciate it. And so that, I think, for a lot of people, that is a big part. Not the only thing, like especially if we're talking about literal drugs or surgeries or injections like that. But like placebo is so powerful. Like if we're talking about like supplements, most of them are BS, right? But because we believe and we spent the money and we believe that it's going to work, we're going to freaking work our butt off to make that thing worth it, a lot of times, right? And so it's, it's one of those things that I think people underestimate how important that actually is.
It whatever it is, it makes you feel a little bit better, right? You're a little bit happier. So it's doing anything or even eating less, right? Because you're a little bit happier. It's that mental aspect part of it, man.
Yeah.
It puts you, it helps it doesn't solve it, but it does help.
Yeah.
And so it's a good step.
So that's why like where I am with like Ozempic, the injectables, the pills, surgeries, I'm not like against them. I just always tell people you should try everything that you can before you go down that road, right? Because I do believe people can, obviously I was able to, people can lose weight and keep it off without having any sort of outside help. Because a lot of times outside help, it does help, but there are consequences and there are side effects from anything, right? Any pill, any injection, any surgery, there are going to be side effects from those, and you have to figure out if it's worth it for you, right? But if you can get it done without that, then I would obviously suggest that you try your hardest to do that first. Like truly, I'm serious, right? And I think that you should really try, not just kind of try, really try. And if it doesn't work out, again, there is no shame in trying to get some sort of outside help, but really try yourself. Like truly, I mean that.
Oh yeah. I had to talk to a psychologist at one point, but back in the day, and I was talking about the food stuff, and they were sitting there thinking for a while, and they're like, I don't know if this is like exactly an issue for you, but they talked about like the different systems that affect your psychology, and that like your physical needs is one of them. Is like, so if you eat a bunch, then the stress of that is taking off of you. You know, like, oh, you know, you don't have to worry about feeding yourself, right? And it was just an interesting, like, scientific way to think about like some of the psychology of like why people overeat sometimes, maybe. Anyway, back to the video.
Focus on the systems in place, like this person was bringing up about, you know, why are so many poor people more overweight than not poor people? Let's figure all of this stuff out.
You know, actually, on that point of why poor people are overweight, and I've never really thought it was just the food. I always thought it was just kind of like a side effect of like your quality of life.
This is such a good point right here. Like, this is such a good point, and I know people are gonna be like, well, whatever, that's ridiculous, that's stupid, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is such a good point right here. Like, the quality of your life, like if you are working 2 jobs, you have kids, you don't have as much time, you don't have as much money to afford maybe a meal membership type of thing or something like that, to say that if you are poor, it isn't any harder is just, in my mind, ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. I remember when I was younger and I would struggle with losing weight, I would think to myself, man, if I was rich, or like I would always think famous, right? And I could have a personal chef, it'd be so easy to lose weight, regardless of if that's true or not. But I remember that was a mindset that I had. And it was a lot. Like, to say that your economic status has no effect on that stuff, I think is completely ridiculous, like, in my opinion.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
if you're wealthy, you know, you're wealthy and you got all this extra time and you can exercise and you take care of yourself and you're like, you're happy, you know, then yeah, you'll probably be in good shape. But if you're like a working person and you're miserable every day and you're slaving away and the only thing you can go eat is the Taco Bell next door, and then, like, you know, you get a little bit of joy out of eating and all that stuff, then yeah, it makes.
And then even as a kid, right, your parents are arguing about money. So, you know, you're stressed about money. It's like, well, shoot, you know, I know no, we ain't getting, you know, fancy with it, you know, so it's,
they're like,
don't motivate you to, it's not good motivation to be healthy,
right,
mentally or physically.
And then they're like, listen, son, I've just worked a double here. Just eat these Oreos, leave me alone, you know?
Yeah. Yo, warm up a hot dog and shut up.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. I've come to my personal conclusion that, like, weight is more of a bigger picture lifestyle thing than it is just, like you said, lazy and eat too much and things like that. But that's how I think about it these days.
And again, I want to make it clear, just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that it is an excuse and that it is impossible. Because, like, when I say, like, I was poor when I lost weight, I'm not joking, okay? Like, I'm not lying. I'm not making that up. Like, I was very poor, okay? My entire life growing up, we had, like, not much, seriously, right? And so I'm not saying it's impossible. I was able to do it, but I understand that just because I was able to do it and I was able to figure out, I'm not going to expect everyone to get as so engulfed and so hyper focused on weight loss like I did. I understand that is not everyone's experience, and I wouldn't say that just because I did it means you have to do it that way.
Nice.
If you are overweight, you're gonna need to change your diet. If you are overweight, you're gonna need to start moving. All of that stuff is true.
Facts.
But
there's more pieces, you know? It's not a one-piece puzzle.
I've always hated that, to where, like, you know, when I was gaining weight, like, I can't lose weight, and they're like, well, just stop eating. And I'm like, if it was just that easy, right?
Right. Yeah.
It is that easy. Let me just stop being depressed while I'm at it. Easy.
Yeah.
I was just stop being sad, LOL. Very poor growing up. But also, I understand that just because I did it, I know, because I have seen time and time again, people that are in a similar position to where I was, they are not able to make that change for whatever reason. And so instead, let's help people more along the way instead of just say, hey, figure it out.
Yeah, go deal with that, you know, just go do it.
Right.
Duh.
Or we could just, you know, also come to terms with the fact that the whole point of the tweet was to put some guilt on some people to get some more money, you know? You're trying to farm them. Farm that guilt.
Maybe if our food just wasn't so unhealthy, maybe that...
For real.
Maybe that would help as well. But man, it's so tasty, some of that stuff. Ooh, man.
That's true.
Getting hungry right now thinking about it. My caffeine-free Diet Coke here. Because the medicine I'm taking, if I take like regular caffeine, it'll like make me feel weird. Like I'll get like overdone.
A little jittery.
I'm just like, ugh. Just like smoke probably coming out of my ears and just fried.
Give them away, give them flying lessons before we shove them off the edge. And especially now, figure it out, or you're going to burn in eternity for the rest of your life.
The lake of fire. Boy, I bet the lake of fire is going to smell real good with all.
It's going to be like a big old soup, like a big old stew.
All that fat cooking in there. Woo, boy.
Man, is that bacon?
Oh, man. Yeah, I think that was a, I like that. That's a pretty good video.
All right, so that's the video right there. But I just thanks for the follow. I just thought it was fun. Again, it was really cool that they ended up kind of like talking about it, and I feel like they had some funny insights, and it's clear that they knew where I was coming from, and they had some past experience in like the whole church kind of thing and stuff like that. So again, I appreciate y'all. If you guys end up watching this, thank you for making me laugh, even though you make fun of my nose piercings. It's okay. I forgive y'all. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Ken, Dane, and Mary. Call John. We love you. We're going to change the all that background. Are we? It was all right, aside from trying to appear super cool and make some not so witty remarks. I mean, they're just joking around. Some of y'all was reading the chat when it was during the video. I was like, y'all are taking this too seriously. They're joking. Like the man is wearing headphones with cat ears on them. Like, chill out, y'all. They're having fun. They're joking around, y'all. Like, it's all good, man. It's all good. It is all good. Like, for real, y'all. Damn. It's all good. It's gonna be okay, y'all. I promise. I promise. That would be cool. Background drawn by John. Maybe. Placebo effect. Yes. I'm so annoyed I couldn't think of that. I freaking know what that is. I know it's called. Bruh. That's what I mean. It's in a joking manner. I had nothing against them. Just saying that was the reason for their more mean remarks. I didn't feel like they were mean at all. Are you talking about the nose piercing stuff? That's totally all good. Not worried about it at all. I love Ken and Buff and John. Well, you're at the right place. The video was gold. Yeah, it was really fun to watch. The first time I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. Where are you from with all that y'allin'? I'm from San Diego. The true South. I love your videos. You inspire me. Oh, thank you. My boy done changed his persona like a WWE character, turning heel or babyface. Avarice is pronounced as avarice. Whatever, dude. All right? Whatever, bro. Did I have tattoos and such before your weight loss? Yeah, so the two tattoos that I had is this one and then this one. They didn't change at all. I think if I had tattoos on my upper body, like here, maybe even my arms a little bit, if I had them on my thighs, they definitely would have changed. Obviously, like my boobies and my stomach would have changed quite a bit. But as far as my, I think like forearms and calves or like lower leg would have been totally fine. I've just been learning. I thought it was fun. So I missed the chat complaining. You didn't miss anything. Space Cat should be the new mascot. I don't think that would really make much sense. You need a face tat. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the vibe I need to go for sure. For sure, dude. 100%. Do I write shredded sports science? Not super often. I know who that is. James. He makes great videos, but like I said, I just don't really watch much fitness content if I'm being completely honest. Like, at all, actually. I don't watch any fitness content. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just the truth. Their content has evolved so much. I remember them coming up on my feed years ago and reacting to such cringe content with cringier jokes. Love their energy now over the last year. Make Space Cat buff and it'll make more sense. True. Avarice is extreme greed, by the way. Good to know. Good to know. What was my favorite part about being on Dr. Phil? Favorite part? I think being able to, like, just kind of taking control of the conversation and saying what I did at the end, because I feel like, honestly, for the most part, that episode was a complete waste of time and did nothing. And so at least I was able to say what I wanted to at the end. I would say that was my favorite part. That was at Ken and Buff, not you. They definitely have some short jokes every now and then. It was pretty enjoyable react in my opinion. I didn't realize you were from SD here now. Following you for a decade and finally caught alive. Lots of love from the UK. What's up, miss? How's the skateboarding going? I have not been skating, to be honest. Getting to go home. Everyone being rude. Seems John was calm. The end was fire. You saved it. Thank you. Thank you. What do I listen to while working out? Music. For the most part. I listen to a lot of pop punk and then like hardcore music. Go Beast from Montana. What's up, football utopia? Usually Dr. Phil is a waste of time. Did I get any perks? No. He just wants craziness for views. Dr. Phil honestly sounds like a nightmare. Like their content used to be more cringe, not yours. Oh, no. Yeah. I knew what you meant. A lot of your content and some of Lean Beef Patty helped a lot. I actually just reacted to a video of hers that I'm going to be posting soon. Finally broke free from the fad dieting and I'm counting my calories and protein and not beating myself anymore for not going hard enough anymore. Nice, Eddie. Well, hopefully you enjoy my video about her. It's coming out soon, probably tomorrow. John listens to 50 Cent. No. Currently reading any manga. I'm finishing up Spy X Family and Chainsaw Man. I curiously don't listen to music during workout, but when I was working out at home, it was mostly game music and stuff. Dude, I don't know how people don't listen to music while they work out. I mean, I'm sure some of y'all do, but like, I need to listen to music when I work out. Gotta have hardcore music for the gym. I have a crush on you. Is that normal? I don't know. I feel like most people probably don't, so... well, I know I'm the drop in the bucket, but for what it's worth, I'm proud of you and you're a great inspiration to many. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Do I take medication? No, I don't. Just dropped in here. Loving your inspiring videos. It keeps me going and motivated. Lost 30 pounds and I can't be happier with my journey. Nice, Jupiter. You and John still good? Yeah, we live together. We penguins think you're the greatest. Penguin community with the $2. W for penguins in the chat. We all love penguins here. Hearing myself breathe hard during a workout is torture. Vibes. Is Spy X Family that good? It just depends. If you want like a cute manga that's not super intense, they also have an anime too. It's cute. It's fun. I literally work half-assed and leave early if I forget my headphones. Yeah, same here. I'll be honest, probably should listen to my own music, but having earplugs in very uncomfortable for me while working out. I mean, you can get over-the-ear headphones like this or something. First time catching you live. Just wanted to say you're an inspiration to my weight loss journey now, taking one day at a time. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Podcast only. I get so bored of music. Yeah, I can't relate to that. I mean, hey, you do your thing, but I freaking love music. Like, I love music. I love music. I play drums and stuff, right? And so I love music, man. Can you tell us about your hand tattoos? It's just a smiley face and it says be kind. I got it like literally one day when I was hanging out with my friend Jordan and Zach, and me and Jordan both got hand tattoos. So I got this. You can't really see it, but this is nothing special. Will I ever bring back the podcast? Nah, probably not. Maybe. Not that podcast, but maybe a podcast. You should try opera music. It's crazy effective. I don't know. I like the music that I listen to. Where's my shirt from? It's from this like company called like Hype Sama, HYPESAMA. They make like a bunch of different like kind of like shirts like this. I like it. What do I think about 75 Hard? I've made a video on it. Would I do a video with Dana Bump? Of course. I'd love to do a video with him. How is Zach? He's good. They just don't really like to be on social media very much, which I understand. I want to lose weight, but I'm scared. But I'm scared of what if I can't? What do you mean? If you can't, you can't, right? Well, there's nothing to be scared of. Just do it. Just try at least. Right? Nothing to be afraid of. You just go for it. Why is it always next Monday? Like, I'll start on Monday. Why not right now? Yeah, do it. Start right now. Am I single? No. Bum, 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 bum. Where's my jewelry from? So this is just from this one right here. You're talking about this one? You want to know what this ring right here? This one, right? This is just from Amazon, and it actually used to have a it used to have like a, what's up Unicorgi? It used to have a like a black like gem. I mean, it was like a super cheap ring, but it popped off when I accidentally smacked it against like a I was walking outside a telephone pole, and it popped off. And so I painted it, well, my girlfriend painted it with black nail polish. And then the other two was actually from a supporter. So this one right here, see this one? All right, I'll stop. It's just a spoon that's been like, I don't know, bent, I guess. And then this one is really cool. It's a Rolex spoon, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know those were a thing back in the day, but see, it says Rolex. So I got Rolex on my ring, not on my wrist, but on my fingies. All right, come at me, bro. I got Rolex on my fingies. Why are there so many birds in my room? I don't know. I feel like my mindset on weight loss, I keep moving the goalpost. What's BED? BED stands for binge eating disorder. Any tip for hitting a plateau? I talked about this earlier, but like, if I'm being honest, like plateaus are usually it's like something that you're doing and you just need to change. There's no like, you have to understand, like, if you're at a plateau, it's not because of like some outside source that it's like, I can't lose weight, it's impossible for me and I don't know why. There's a reason. So you just have to find out. It's going to be different for each person. It might be you're eating, well, usually it's you're eating more than you think you are, or you need to lower the calories that you are eating, or you need to move more. It's pretty simple as far as figuring that out, but you just have to figure that out, and then obviously tackle it in a safe way. Don't just be like, I'm not going to eat anything, because like that'll work, but that's stupid, and don't do that, right? So you just have to kind of figure out why you have plateaued. There's no answer as why do people plateau? It depends. It really just depends on the person. Did you ever think you could inspire? I have really bad imposter syndrome, so I don't think I inspire anyone. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like everyone that tells me that I've helped them is lying. Ask Rachel and my girlfriend. I don't believe anyone. So no, I definitely didn't think that. Sometimes the plateau is something going on in your body as well. You can maintain from there a month or two and move forward. I told John I think I reached a plateau, and he was like, it's because your ass is on keto and then you ate a carb. Aerobics, weightlifting ratio. I work out every day pretty much, and I lift for about an hour to an hour and a half, and I do 20 minutes of cardio pretty much every day. Am I still into stoicism? Not as much. I still do like the whole, like, you can control what you react, how you react, but a lot of other things are not in your control. The only way I've kept weight off is to listen to Grace's advice and ignore the super carnivore keto nonsense that would help me lose weight, and then just put it back on. Yeah. Of course you are inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is butter a carb? Yes. Did I miss the reaction? Yeah, you did. I'm actively losing weight, but the main issue is depression. Sometimes I eat a lot of junk and normal calories, eat none or don't eat enough, trying to work out instead of eat when I'm so down. Do I have a puppy? Yes, I have a dog. I want to go on a cut, but Popeyes is live. Vibes. Will you post this as a video because I can't continue watching, unfortunately? Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this on the channel. So if you missed any part, you can just, it'll be up there. How come part 2 with you and Bricks never released? I have no idea. That is not something I'm in control of. Only things that have helped me is not weighing myself like carnivore, counting, and ignoring what I might end up too muscular for a woman. Am I single? No. Oh no, I hope Beast knows. Yeah, I know you are. You watch Chainsaw Man? Yeah. I'm currently watching Black Clover. That's the anime that I'm watching. You inspire me daily, bro. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. I gotta get going. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Am I okay? Seems a little flat. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just chilling. Gonna eat some food after this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. If you missed the video that I reacted to, the video will be up on the channel, and so y'all can catch that out. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you later. If you enjoyed this stream and you're not following me on Twitch, go do that, because this is what they're like. It's no different than Twitch stream. Make sure you do that. There will be a link, I'm sure, posted. And yeah. All right. See you later. I'm probably going to stream tonight on Twitch, probably. But it will be different than this because I'll be playing a video game. But that's all good. All right. Peace out, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. The username is just the same as this. Obese the Beast. All right. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.